Hey guys, welcome to Roll Minnesota, your state of skate. Hey, I'm Butch Lehman, and this is another episode of Rolling Reactions. Today we're making our way all the way to France to check in with one of the most amazing French skaters ever to ride rollerblades. Today we're checking in with Roman Abrate. Now, I've heard him compared many times to Brian Aragon, and the resemblance is uncanny. But what I like about Roman Abrate is he might be the most versatile skater out there right now. He's great at park, he's amazing at street, and he's got a good an entire arsenal of tricks. Let's take a look at some of the content produced by Roman over the last few years. Let's check it out. So we're going to start with this, and Roman is known by and large by a lot of the industry as one of the premier park skaters out there. He's so much more than that, but we can't let that get swept under the rug that yes, his park skating is phenomenal. And how could it not be when you live in a place called Gap City? This is his home park, and he's always posting clips of this place, and this skate park looks amazing. This is right up my alley. This is the type of ramps that I would like to skate. Definitely more of the traditional ramp style skater than the street plaza stuff that's becoming more common in America right now. Nice 900 transfer over the hip, and this trick. So good, so good. And he really is one of the smoothest and most technically consistent skaters in the world right now. Big flat spin. So one of the things that's common with Roman is you'll see that he's got all of the different like spin to win style tricks, but he does have technical switch ups as well. And he's a perennial powerhouse in pretty much any big competition out there. The 5 Series, you'll see him skating like at Nitro Circus a few years ago. He did the Nitro World Cup and did really well on the mega ramp. So just very versatile. Just stomps that so smooth. No stutter, no hesitation. Getting those big lofty airs. That's nutty. Fun fact, I actually made an edit to the same song a couple years back, so as I'm watching this, it's kind of clicking certain tricks that I did as well. Just a little connection that we have. Granted, my tricks weren't disaster far side soul like that, but so good. It's wild. Alright, so we've established that Roman is an amazing park skater. Now let's get to some street. So this is Roman's best of 2015 edit that he's got up on his YouTube channel. And so it's just kind of an amalgamation of various tricks that he's done over the year 2015. And that must have been a breakout year for him because stuff like that, man, he's breaking boundaries. I think it's worth pointing out, too, the tremendous influence that the French rollerblading scene has had on rollerblading. You know, you think of guys like Ty Chris that were pioneers in the early vert stages of the X Games, but beyond that, you've got people that are consistently pushing it now. I think of Roman as one of the leaders, Julien Cadeau as another. Mad respect to those guys. Those guys are really good, and I think they're representing the sport in a really positive way. $450 Royale, and that must be like 25 to 30 stairs. I'm not going to count them. If you guys want to count them, you can count them, but for those of you out there that think of Roman as purely a park skater because he's into the competitions, I mean, This is proof to the contrary. I remember that clip. I remember like finding that on social media after that comp and was just blown away. He's done a lot of stuff like that now, like weird flips into grinds. The real trick here, though, I have to say, is doing these kind of tricks in shorts without any shin guards or knee pads on. That's deadly. Quick shout out to G-Form. If any of you are out there looking for knee pads, shin guards, something that's low profile, I've been skating the G-Forms for a while now, and they are savers of the shins. So check those out. Or you could just never fall like Roman. .540 alley-oop top acid. Dude, that was like 450 front torque. Flat spin to wall, right? Like, these tricks don't make any sense. He's got cheat codes on. He's using Game Shark, Game Genie. 5 in. That wall's too big for that kind of stuff, my man. Rewind. Who does that? Rewind 360 in off of a 720 kind grind. And everybody goes nuts. I would too. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Alright, so Roman's been riding for much longer than what I realized, and after doing a little bit of research, I found this edit that was posted to YouTube in 2006. And I want you to note the song here. It's Money for Nothing. I think that's what the song is called. Really cool guitar riff. I'm sorry for getting the name of the song wrong. But this is the same song that he used in his section in Game Theory, which we're going to watch in a second. So I thought that was really cool that it has sort of this past and present contrast as we see young Roman versus his profile in Game Theory, which has got to be like his first like actual large pro profile. It's pretty amazing how good he was even, 14, 15 years ago. It's a big ledge for that trick.
That's the way you do it. You play the guitar on the end.
This trick just totally reminds me of Dustin Latimer. You guys remember that clip in, was it in Words? I feel like it wasn't Words. You guys know the one that I'm talking about though. Slightly different setup, but same kind of deal. He's got that 450 back Royale. And again, this was a minimum of 15 years ago because this was posted in 2006. So some of these tricks were probably filmed earlier than that. This skate park looks awesome. He's definitely using the guardrails in ways that I approve of. I mean, he's doing drop kink ledges. He's more than just a park skater. Look at that mama, she got it sticking in the cameraman. Look at her, so hands up there. What's that? It's kind of a wild rail there. He's banging on the bongos like a chimpanzee. Oh, that ain't working. That's the way you do it. Get your money for nothing, get your checks for free. We got to install microwave oven, custom kitchen delivery. Ah, the motorcycle disappeared. There was a motorcycle down by the bottom of that landing. Not a lot of room to roll away on that landing, though.
Yeah, that ain't working. That's the way you do it. You play the guitar
5 out.
TV. That ain't working. That's the way you do it. Money for nothing and your chicks for free. Money for nothing. Chicks for free.
Alley-oop fish. What else we got on here? True topsoul. I mean, those aren't easy tricks. I think sometimes we get desensitized to pro level skating until we go back and we look at the earlier stuff. Because once we get beyond that pro or that early level stuff and we see them skating as a pro, you know, they were already developed. They've already had years of practice to refine their craft, to figure out their style, their whole way of doing tricks. And so now here we are with Game Theory, one of the most prolific rollerblading videos of the last decade, and we've got the same song. And I think that's pretty cool that he could use that as a contrast to a window to the past, a window to his present, and see the progression. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. This looks like a cool spot. This next switch up. Wow. A lot of spinning happening there. Surfing down that ledge. You know there's got to be a fish brain in every section. At least one. And that was a good one. Ooh, he slid out. Almost had that. $450. Alley-oop fish. You know, now as I'm watching this again, that's another thing that I'm realizing is he skates a lot of drop ledges and drop rails. I know a lot of people, myself included, tend to shy away from obstacles like that. Sometimes it's not worth putting your life on the line, even if it is a trick that you're pretty confident in being able to do. Speaking of drop rails, go ahead and do one in a line. That first one looks really fast, so he's really cooking with speed there. Another drop rail. And another drop rail. Classic spot right here. That was so good. What else we got on here? Ooh. That was good. Shima would be proud. All right, let's wrap this up with one more video. This one is another video posted on Roman Abrate's YouTube channel, and this is his 2016-2017 best of edit. And again, some phenomenal skating here, a good eclectic mix of stuff. And you know, I'm the type of guy that I really like to do flips, and so I maybe appreciate flip tricks and big spin tricks and gaps more than the average person, but stuff like this, man, this is right up my alley. I'm too old to learn some of that anymore, but man, and he really did kill it at the World Games for Nitro. Had some good tricks. I think he ended up taking 3rd place, if I remember correctly. I want to know who's got the backyard mega ramp set up like that, because I want to skate that thing. Might have to build one of my own. Timed perfectly. It's good to have friends that can flat spin with you. I like the format of that competition too. That was like the street style, what did they call it? Like the slope style contest. They had a rail section. All the spectators could line up on the side and watch the guys do rail tricks. I think that kind of stuff is good for the sport. The body awareness on those types of things. I can't even imagine like timing it out and visualizing where you're landing. You really had to launch into this. And then to get the switch up in there, icing on the cake, man. And this box, I've seen him skate this box a bunch of times, and I'm super jealous that we don't have something like that at my home skate park. Just long, long shotgun box. All right, guys, well, that's where we're going to end it for today with this episode of Rolling Reactions covering Roman Abrate. Again, a lot of people have envisioned him because of what he does, because of the competitions that he attends, that he's really nothing more than a park skater. But I hope we've put that to rest, that he truly is a versatile skater, capable of a lot of not only interesting types of tricks, but ones that are really flashy and good for an outside audience. I love Roman skating. I love his style. He's super consistent and smooth, and he deserves some recognition for all the work that he's put into his blading career. Speaking of work put into blading, the sponsors down below are not sponsoring this program, but they are sponsoring rollerblading by putting in all the work behind the scenes to make resources available, content available for all of you and for all of us out there in the industry. So make sure you give them some of your support, whether it's viewing their products, purchasing their products, visiting their websites. I know all those things add up over time. Anyway, guys, I'm Butch Lehman of Roll, Minnesota. Thanks for coming in and watching this with us today, and we will see you guys next time. Remember to stay safe, stay healthy, and get out there and do some rollerblading. We'll see you next time, guys. Peace.